just a hack. It's just an absolute hack. And he gets his ass kicked by his teammates every week. It's just, it's terrible. It's just terrible.
We're only about halfway through signing day. However, there are massive headlines that are starting to stir up across the country. We've got some major commitments that are going down. We've got some last-second flips. However, there's one team far and away that has been dominating so far during this day specifically. I'm talking about the University of Oregon. Dan Lanning has made some unprecedented moves that are shifting them potentially up into the top 5 of this year's recruiting rankings on most reputable outlets, whether it's 247 Rivals or On3. They originally started off with a solid class. They lost Dante Moore to UCLA before signing day happened. Instead, they go out and eventually flipped a Baylor commit, Austin Novosad. But the crazier news that goes down for them is, one, getting the commitment of Matayo Uiagalelei, but also getting a flip from Notre Dame commit Peyton Bowen. Uiagalelei, the brother of DJ Uiagalelei, the former Clemson quarterback. There was a possible speculation that he and his brother would go to the same school, but now Oregon is off the table for DJ because Bo Nix is returning. Getting Matayo is a huge, huge get for them as they are getting somebody who maybe in their first or second season can provide an instant impact along their defensive line, whether that's at a 5 technique somewhere on the inside or as an edge rusher. He's also a very talented tight end, but likely going to be playing on the defensive line at Oregon. The crazier news, though, is that Peyton Bowen, one of the top safeties in the class, a 5-star recruit who was expected to go to Notre Dame and was a big reason why Notre Dame was going to finish as a top 5 class this year. That was the crown jewel of that class, was Peyton Bowen amongst that group. He last second in an unexpected movement. If you see any of the Notre Dame recruiting analysts that cover Notre Dame recruiting, they were saying that they had no insight, no expectation that anything like this was going to happen, and he picked Oregon. Now, there's obviously, I know that everyone is going to point to this. There's no need to ignore the fact that there is a lot of money able to be thrown around by the University of Oregon because of Phil Knight and because of their connections to Nike. There's always been speculation on Phil Knight and his commitment to this program and how much he is going to fund during this year's transfer portal and recruiting class. And they brought a ton of money from their boosters and from their collectives to make moves to get big name players like Peyton Bowen, like Uiagalelei. They are cleaning up. And I know that right now, I believe on 247 Sports, they're ranked as the 7th ranked class at the moment I am taping this, which is, again, in the middle of the day. That could very well change. They are far and away, again, dominating signing day. I am sure that there are going to be more commitments that drop later on in the day. There are going to be more and more moves that go down. There could be a couple more 4-stars, maybe some additional flips that happen. But regardless, Oregon is pulling a historic class and are appearing to be the best team in the Pac-12 as they continue to blaze trails going forward in the Pac-12 and also in college football.